everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be showing you how I made this beautiful blue velvet side ruched mini skirt. As you can see, this is a part of a two-piece set that I made for a small birthday dinner I had for my 22nd birthday. I love how the ruching came out because it tricks the eye into making it look like I have some curve. But anyway, if you would like to see how I made this, please stick around and continue watching. I started off by taking a stretch skirt and tracing. And in this clip, I'm showing where I'm planning for my ruched channel to be. For the back of our skirt, I have a 1 centimeter seam allowance on either side and a 1 inch hem allowance on the bottom. Now for the drawstring ruched front. I measured the bottom width of my original skirt and measured out where I wanted the thinner side to be. The bottom of mine is 9 centimeters wide with a 1 centimeter seam allowance. The size of your front pattern pieces depends on how far to the side you want the ruched channels to be. And like all of my pieces, this is just a building block. You could have fun changing the design and you could make this a ruched midi skirt, add a ruffle to the bottom, or ruche it down the center of the skirt. The possibilities are always endless. After drawing the front pattern pieces, I started by drawing lines across both pieces 2 inches apart to be cut open to slash and spread apart to help create the ruched look while still having enough fabric so that when we use the drawstring, the skirt doesn't end up being too short. I taped down each strip with a 2-inch gap in between. Keep in mind, the more slashes and/or the wider the gap, the more fabric will be gathered together. Both pattern pieces will have an extra 1 inch seam allowance towards the direction where the ruched channel will be, and a 1 centimeter seam allowance on all other sides. I then went on to clip the center back before sewing it together with a zigzag stitch. Next, I clipped up the 1-inch hem and sewed it together, also using a zigzag stitch. After, I moved on to sewing down the hem of both front pieces, continuing with another zigzag stitch. I know that when it comes to sewing, it can be tempting to move in different orders, but I would definitely recommend sewing the hem of the front pieces of the skirt before connecting them together for the drawstring channel to avoid trouble hemming the front pieces later. Sewing both front pieces together with a straight stitch, and as you can see, I pinned this one off camera because I struggled with all the excess fabric. Once that's done, I made 2 buttonholes on the top of the drawstring channel to help loop the string through later before sewing down the 1-inch seam allowance left for the drawstring channel. Even though here I am seen using a machine to sew this channel down at first, I found it easier to sew it by hand, but if you can manage to sew it by machine, it would definitely be faster. Time to pin down the sides of your skirt, connecting the front and back pieces together with another, can you guess, zigzag stitch. Here's what it looks like so far. Onto connecting the waistband pieces. I made mine double the width of the elastic with a 1 centimeter seam allowance extra on the top and bottom hem and the sides. I also did multiple zigzag stitches over the ends of the elastic to fully attach them together before putting it inside its velvet casing and sewing it down with a straight stitch. also sewed on the seams once the elastic was fully attached in, just so it wouldn't twist inside of its waistband once done. And all that's left is to attach the waistband to the skirt with a zigzag stitch. I didn't show how I made the drawstring that I used for the skirt, but if you've seen my ruched turtleneck video, you'll see how I went about making that. Or you could just sew a tube, which is a pretty easy thing to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you drop by for my next video. And as always, if you end up recreating this project or any others, please hashtag it with OnlybyOcé so I can see your lovely creations. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.